All right. Friday afternoon, I left the Winnipeg airport, went to Edmonton,
They have
and
those?
then surprisingly, we do just built it. My uncle picked me up in Edmonton, or it's not even in Edmonton; it's like south of Edmonton. Went down to Red Deer, went to the Red Deer Rebels Portland Winterhawks game. Portland, heading into that game, was ranked first in the CHL out of what is it? Is it still 60 teams?
Yeah.
Like you go into the arena, there's not even the main concourse. It's like the I don't know, the vestibule, the atrium, and then you walk upstairs, and then like the rink is right in there because in between the upper and the lower bowl is the concourse.
Mm.
Like you walk around the concourse, and then there's stairs leading up to the upper bowl because I was in the upper bowl. I like my seats, high up at center ice. Nick, you can probably put the photos as I'm talking about the
Well,
story.
it'll
It
it'll
took
be Darius, not me. But yeah.
Oh,
Put that in
Darius.
post.
It'll be it was a cool rink. The only other junior rinks I've been to, well, there's Edmonton, but that's an NHL rink that doesn't really count. Where else have I been? Brandon's rink, the Westman Place or whatever it's called now, and I've also been to Saskatoon's rink. And I really like the feel of Red Deer. It didn't feel like it was too big, but it also wasn't, like a classic vintage barn. And so, yeah, Red Deer wins 2-1. Any questions about Red Deer, fellas, before I
they
move
have
on?
they
No.
have an awful goal horn, don't they? Like it's really bad for the ears, isn't it?
It wasn't that loud.
Oh,
It
okay.
really wasn't. It
Okay.
must be like a recording instead of an actual horn.
Oh, maybe
Oh, that makes
Because,
sense.
that would make
Okay.
yeah,
sense.
it
Okay.
wasn't that loud. And it's kind of cool because at one end of the rink, they had like a full on like restaurant and bar.
I
Oh, that's
like
So like,
cool.
rinks.
yeah, it's like not like a horseshoe, but there's
Hmm.
like seating, and then right below that there's the restaurant and bar where it's like standing room only. That was
That's
and
cool.
they got like full on tables, two tables and chairs, and a standing room only venture. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Uh, and then after that, went back up to Edmonton, and Edmonton, went to the mall because that's the only place in Edmonton. Sorry, Edmontonians, love your city, but the mall's the only thing to do there. And then after the mall, picked up a few Heritage Classic items at the mall, and then I went to the Heritage Classic fan park. Got my picture with the cup. I walked in, saw the lineup for Grant Fuhr because Grant Fuhr was signing autographs. There was a whole bunch of different alumni, Flames, Oilers alumni.
Just to
Saw
just to
the
chime in for the story too, we had a funny moment on I think it was Saturday where we're in the group chat and Matt's like, "I'm about to take a picture with the Stanley Cup," and I was at the Hockey Hall of Fame and I'm like, "The Stanley Cup's right in front of me," and we're like, "Somebody's lying." It was like
Wait
the
a minute.
Spider-Man
oh
meme.
wait,
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we're like, wait, hold on, just a second here. I thought that was pretty funny. Sorry, continue, Matt.
yeah, saw the line for Grant Fuhr. Like that was a long line. I was like, we're gonna get cold
Was
staying in the line
he
because
was he like the most like notorious alumni there? Is that why?
probably because who's the other alumni that was there Saturday? Because there's Friday and Saturday. I obviously didn't go to the Friday session, but I went to the Saturday one. Because who
Mm-hmm.
else? It was Zach Hyman was the very first like autograph session of the
Oh,
morning
that's
when it
sick.
opened. It was Hyman. Was Cujo there? No, Cujo wasn't there. Rafi Torres.
What the
No,
fuck?
Cujo was there, but he was there way before I got there. And then Rafi Torres was like the last like autograph session,
How
but
long was the
that
Rafi Torres line?
not very long, but I also didn't get a picture with him. Got my picture with the cup, and then they had like a bunch of different booths with like the freebies, which was cool.
Oh, that's cool. What the hell?
Yeah, I stayed there
You
for
get free
about 2 hours.
shit?
Yeah, free stuff. Like I got a bunch of free stuff, and then they were handing out free hot chocolates at a Tim's
Yes.
booth,
That's sick.
which
Oh my
which is
god.
cool.
Tim's hot chocolate is kind of nuts. I will say that. It's
I
pretty
like
good.
I like the white hot chocolate around the holidays, like
Of course
the
you do,
mint.
Matt. Of course you do,
No,
Matt.
no, the mint white hot chocolate. That's what it is.
Matt likes white hot chocolate. Breaking news. But
All right.
anyway, Matt, continue. Continue.
After that, oh, by the way, my God, the Oilers like team store, like the official team store, they didn't have that last time I went 2020, but this thing was like Nirvana, ridiculous, wall to wall and Oilers stuff, and it's just, I think I spent a collective time of about like 2 hours in there because I went three different times. But
Did you
anyway,
buy
so
any Okay, Matt, what was your most expensive purchase aside from like tickets and flights during that weekend?
oh, that's a good question. Well, I didn't buy because for my
You didn't
birthday.
you didn't get a jersey, right? You didn't get a
No,
jersey?
no, I did, but it was my birthday gift because my birthday was last month, and then my aunt and
Okay.
uncle because I went to their house, I stayed with them. They live in Edmonton, big time Oilers
Okay.
fans. They got me an Evander Kane jersey, which
Oh,
is
okay. That's
yeah,
cool, I guess.
okay, yeah, but aside most expensive purchase.
Like, do
I
you have an Oilers? Are you gonna get one of those Heritage Classic jerseys they wore?
I do. I pre-ordered one last month, but they still had to order like the customization kit because it was felt.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I got Ekholm on that one. I got a Matthias Ekholm, which is kind of cool because everyone
Okay.
else
Word.
got like McDavid, Nuge, Draisaitl. But most expensive, I got a big ass Heritage Classic blanket. That
Yeah.
was, yeah, it was cool. How much was that? You guys are gonna clown me for that. I think it was like 75.
No, Matt. I've spent more money on worse
Dude,
things. Don't
I
worry.
thought it was gonna be way more than that. Not gonna lie, that's not that bad.
Oh no, no, I got a Heritage Classic hoodie. That was 130. That was the
Okay,
most
that's
expensive.
fine. That's fine.
I was
20
like,
for 130. Honestly, dude, that's how much hoodies are nowadays.
they are,
So
yeah,
it's not
because
even
like
that
Branded
bad.
hoodies, yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, like anything with like the Oilers Heritage Classic logo, like I was a whore for. I bought that. I was like, yeah, put that in my bag. Because at first I was like, do I like it? And it wasn't like the bias factor, like, oh, I'm an
You
Oilers
kept
fan, I'll
seeing
buy it.
it. You kept seeing it.
I'll buy anything with an Oilers logo on it. But like I warmed up to it after like seeing the full uniform. By the way, sidetrack, what did you guys think of the full Heritage Classic Oilers uniform?
I liked it. That's as far
Like
as my
like
opinion goes, man.
like
You know that.
even with like the brown like vintage
Dude, I
pants.
love that. My one thing about jerseys, I love when teams do that. Like the
Yeah.
brown, make it look more like when the Leafs would do their same paths with like the brown gear.
Yeah,
That was
honestly,
fucking sick to me. That was sick to me. So I liked it. It was cool.
I
like
liked Stuart Skinner's Grant Fuhr tribute. That was cool too.
that's very cool.
Did he let
I
in like 7 goals and make like every save in the third?
No, only let in two. One was a tip, and the other one where Zach Hyman let AJ Greer skate right by him, and Greer scored. But anyways, I'll get to that. Saturday after I think it was the fan park, the fan festival, went to directly to Rogers Place for the Edmonton Oil Kings again, facing off the Portland Winterhawks because Portland is on their Western Canadian road swing because
Hmm.
they did um Red Deer, Edmonton, Calgary. I believe they were in Medicine Hat last night, and then they're in Saskatchewan this week. But anyways, saw Portland again. Portland lost again to Edmonton, who I believe did not win at home at all until Saturday night. It was a good game, 5-4. Took lots of photos around Rogers Place because
Nice.
that was my third time being there. First time was in 2020 because I did Oil Kings and Oilers, and
Okay.
then after that went back in preparation for the Heritage Classic because I wanted to make sure I'm gonna get a long sleep tonight. I didn't sleep at all, by the way. It was due to
Well,
like
you're excited?
pure adrenaline. That's what it
Let's
was.
go.
That's cool though. That's cool though.
uh Sunday morning, woke up, got all my stuff together, got ready for the game because I had to layer up because on Friday before my flight I got a bunch of stuff like warm weather stuff from Mark's Work Warehouse because I got like gloves, I got like the thermal long underwear, I got what else did I get? Got gloves.
Okay, Matt's talking about his underwear on the
comes
show.
comes in
Always
No,
so
great.
no,
clutch for
it does.
situations like
It
that
does.
though.
It
It is
Yo,
so
PSA,
clutch.
if you're going to an outdoor game, no matter what the temperature is, get a pair of that for under your pants. Life pro tip.
Matt, did you use
It
the? Did you use like the hold something hot hack? You know, like
the hand warmers, yes, sir. I got a bunch
yes,
of those hand warmers too. Yo, crack that open, put them in the pockets, and you're
yes,
toast.
sir.
But yeah, Saturday, not Saturday, Sunday went down to Commonwealth around Commonwealth Stadium where the game was obviously around. See, that would have been 1:30 their time, so 2:30 my time, 3:30 for you guys. Because the
Nice.
game didn't start until 5 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock my time here in Winnipeg, and then 7 o'clock your time because time zones, right? But they had like
Bro,
a bunch.
everyone should just be on EST.
Uh,
Everyone
they,
should
they
use Eastern Standard.
they had a
That's what I'm saying.
bunch of pregame shit. Went to the concert. There was a concert there.
Nickelback?
Uh, no, that was during the game. Before the game, there was like a whole other concert. There's like the Beaches, they're like a Canadian all girls
Oh,
rock
I've
band.
heard of them. I've heard of
Yeah,
them.
well, not bad, not bad. And then there was I also met Jason Strudwick. Nick, you don't know him. Darius, do you know him?
The name is
Used to
familiar.
play
Who is he again?
used to play for like the Oilers, Rangers, and Canucks, I want to say.
But like early 2000s.
Yeah, seems like a good
Uh,
Puck Doku answer.
mid to late 2000s for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Oilers.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But because he was like at the concession stands for that. I was like, wait a minute, you're Jason Strudwick, and he's like, I am. So yeah, I got a picture with him. 'Cause I got my drink and then I drank. I was like, is that Jason Strudwick? It was. So I went back to the booth when it wasn't busy. Shook his hand, got his photo. Went back to enjoy the entertainment. There was a alumni Q&A. There was Glenn Anderson. Dwayne Rollison, and Doug Waite. I wore my Doug Waite
Ah,
jersey because he was inducted into the Oilers Hall of Fame on Thursday night. And from
did he
there,
notice it? Did he notice
no,
your
he
jersey?
didn't. He did. I turned around
Wow.
and everything. I was like, Dougie, my guy. Unbelievable, but that's fine. There's a bunch of people there. It was like ants. From there, went into Commonwealth Stadium, grabbed a program, met a few people from Twitter, from Oilers
Nice.
Twitter, which was cool. Put a face to a name, and then from there went up to my seats. It was a fantastic view. Darius, you obviously put the pictures in
Yeah.
post production, but like upper deck wasn't too high. Like during the game, I could follow the play, wasn't too far away. The only problem that I had was, when you go to an actual game and you can see the puck when it crosses the line,
Yes.
couldn't see that at all. So you had to sort of, you
Oh,
had
what
to sort of,
happened?
you had to sort of wait for. I'm rushing through the storytelling. My bad. I don't do this very often, but there's a delay from like when the puck went in to when the players put their hands in the air, and that's when the crowd sort of,
That's
went
cool though.
nuts.
It's a very
But it,
weird thing to watch on TV because the puck will go in, you'll hear all the players, yeah, and then the
and
crowd,
then the crowd,
yeah, it's cool.
Now it's dope. That's dope,
yeah,
Matt. That's cool as hell.
yeah,
And they won. So
and
what? How was
and
the
they
actual
won.
game? How was like the actual game?
Bias aside, it was all right. First period, even if you're a neutral fan, like the reffing was a little suspicious because the Flames had two 5-on-3s, but even after 20, it was 3-1 Oilers, I believe, and then there was only one goal scored during the second. Adrian
Mm-hmm.
Greer in the dying seconds of a power play. Oh, shocking. And then in the third, yeah, it was pretty good. The game got better, like visually, as the sun went down and as the light started to
That's
illuminate the
cool.
ice surface. So it made it a lot easier. Like, of course, I wear glasses, right? So, and I didn't bring binoculars. I was like, damn, I should have brought binoculars because there wasn't anything in the rules saying you couldn't bring that in. Because I know the NHL, they're very particular about like what you cannot bring in.
Yeah.
Like I brought my blanket and they were fine with that, but like any bag that wasn't clear, like I understand, Commonwealth, I don't think they have any metal detectors. No, they did heading into the Fan Fest, but the actual stadium itself doesn't have metal detectors, so the NHL had to put that all up for safety purposes. But other than that, like Commonwealth, great stadium, the concourse was big. You didn't really feel packed like heading out. It was fine. I didn't feel tightly congested because I know Winnipeg, the concourse can get very packed after a game, and that sort of,
Mm-hmm.
makes you go into a fight or flight situation, like find the nearest door, man, because this might get crazy.
Dude,
I have
it's crazy.
I have a very
It's
important
crazy.
question
Yes.
about Commonwealth because I've heard some
Uh,
things
ba-
on Twitter. Okay,
Okay.
what was the bathroom situation like?
Trough.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you got people
So
in and
there,
out. That's good, I think, right?
yeah. See, I didn't go to the bathroom during the game. I went before because
Smart.
my uncle, second intermission, like as soon as the buzzer hit, he's like, "Okay, I'll be back." And then he didn't. You know what time he got back? The first
Yes, with 17 minutes left in the third.
No, no, the first TV timeout of the second. So there's like 12
Oh,
minutes.
sorry. So it was the first intermission. My bad.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry, did I say second intermission?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
meant
my
first
bad.
intermission.
I maybe I understood it wrong, but anyway,
I think you
Yeah.
guys were both
So,
wrong.
it's possible.
so
actually.
Both of you.
he
Even
he
though
got
Matt was
back
there.
he got back 8 minutes into the second. All I got souvenir wise at the game was a program because I wanted one of those like Oilers trapper hats, but they were sold out, which kind of sucked because I saw one the day before at the Oil Kings game. It's like, oh wait, they're gonna have them at the stadium, but they were sold out.
Nope.
But
How
the
was
program
the
was cool.
like the game presentation too? Like, cause you're in a stadium, so they got to keep people like warm. They got to like, is it the same as like in the arena, or like what do they do in between plays and stuff?
So the in-game hosts, they weren't going out throughout the crowd. They were mostly on like the field
Okay,
because
yeah.
they had like rotating alumni. Oh no, they did have some, but like in the very lower bowl section for like, oh, this lucky fan won so and so, which is the only like good part about getting a lower bowl seat. Because like if you're not high up at those games, it sucks because
Oh boy.
Commonwealth. The worst part about Commonwealth is like there's the field and then there's a track that runs around it, so that puts the rink
Oh,
farther
okay, yeah.
away.
No, that's what a lot of the outdoor games are like. Like this, all the seats are far from the
Yeah,
thing. But
it's a
Matt, I do
yes.
want to ask you though.
What's
Um,
up?
uh, the show is going kind of long. I don't want to cut
Kind of
you
long.
off. But Matt, what was it like when you saw, like when you heard about that McDavid was going to practice and they said he was going to play? Because you went in expecting not to see McDavid play, right? So what was that like for you?
It was exciting because there's rumblings like on Sportsnet when my uncle and I watched that this morning. He was adamant, like Connor's gonna play. He's not gonna miss this. I was like, well, you don't want to rush it, right? But there's also 3 days off after the Classic too. So
Yeah, exactly.
and then Connor, like we saw him go out for warm-ups. He didn't look out of place at all.
He looked fine.
He
He
looked
looked
fine.
excited.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
it literally looked like he was like, dude, even if I am hurt, I'm fucking playing this game. I don't care.
Yeah.
It
'Cause
seemed
he
important. It
it
seemed
did.
important.
yeah.
So
It was a Battle of
uh,
Alberta, right?
Of course, Matt. Now, my last question is before we get out of here.
Yes.
How does this singular win impact the Oilers' entire season?
Oh boy, where do I start? There are multiple like headlines from Edmonton media. It's like this is like the perfect game to reset the season. You're on national TV. You're outdoors, so of course, like most people are going to be watching, right? Because the league. I'll get into this a bit later. The league is terrible at advertising these games, and it's Calgary. It's the Battle of Alberta. Like as soon as you get into Edmonton, you're taught you don't like these guys. These guys don't like you, so you get together and you beat them.
For more content, visit our YouTube channel and check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to follow the guys on social media at Matt_Mondays, at Nick LaFlame, and at Darius Dominguez.